Hi there, it's me, Maggie. I'm starting this project today. It's going to be a shelving unit for a friend for their entryway. I'm just showing you what I'm using. These are just some random supplies. I put a list right on the screen here. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to paint these boards white. That's going to be the base coat for this. You don't have to sit here and watch the whole thing. Yeah, I know it was dusty. If you see my garage, everything in my life is dusty. So I'm going to paint it all white. And then after I paint it white and it's dry, I'm going to try this new technique I saw. So there, it's all white. Ta-da! The magic of YouTube. Dang, I'm taking a long time painting. I thought I edited this shorter. Y'all could have had 15 seconds less of painting. But anywho, come on. There we go. Okay, so what I do is I take the blue stain and I put it all on over the white paint when it's dried. This is a neat trick, I like it. And so we put it on there and then I'm gonna rub it off with the cloth. And it ends up looking like denim fabric. I really like how it looked. So I used 2 cloths because if not, you're going to be completely blue. You're going to look like a Smurf by the time you're done. So I rub it all down. I did the sides too so it'll look even all the way around. Kind of a big brush for a little project, isn't it? Just realized that. It's kind of a big brush. Okay, so yeah, so you get the point, right? Yeah, and so I did all the sides. Ta-da! 2 pieces of denim, I forget what it's called, like denim wash or something. I don't know. It's supposed to be a technique. It's supposed to look like blue jeans. I think it looks pretty good. I'm making this for one of my co-workers. So, and then the shelf, I've got to do both sides. So what I did was I actually took some belts. You know, if you've watched my videos, I got the planer. And I've been having this nightmare with the belt. So I have like all these random belt sizes. So I ended up sticking them underneath. You can kind of see them in the corner to hold the board up so it didn't get all sticky on the tabletop. So I'm going to paint it down and then I'll do another stain on this one. So it'll be the same on both sides. Now, I am not great about taking care of my painting supply. That's why you see those shopping bags in the back. I actually used them to keep the paintbrushes wet. Oh, and this is my highly technical. I don't know about you all, but I like to save the paint in these jars, but then they stick and then I don't have the hand strength to open them. So I've just found if I bash them with a hammer, they eventually open. That and do a little bit of cussing. So this gray paint, I got these cute stencils at Michael on clearance. I did another video with them, but this one says wild and free or something on it. So I'm going to put those stencils up in the corner on each side. And I thought I'd do like the gray paint with the stencil. I wasn't that happy with how the stencils came out. You'll see later. They're kind of smudgy. Stencils are not my strong suit. So there's the stencil. So I've got those little brushes, you know, little sponge stopper brushes. I get most of my paint brushes and stuff at the Dollar Tree. That way, when I don't take care of them properly, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I just throw them away. But yeah, you can get like a 3-pack of them at the Dollar Tree. So I just go and put on the paint. You don't want to put too much paint on, but I don't think I put enough paint on because it seemed to not really... And it could be that I was doing it on top of stain and stuff, but you'll see here it's kind of smudgy. That it is, see? It's not 100% there. Now I switched it around this time. I was trying to figure out where to put the shelf. So I figured I wanted to be squared. I just realized there was no lead to my pencil. Still use it, I just make a little scratch instead of a mark. I did that all the way across so I know where to put the shelf. In case you caught it, the smidgen of blue stain, I cleaned it up. That's why there's like a little blip. So the shelf is going to go here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it and type on too, so it's a little bit quick. And I'm going to take a brad nailer. Now, who has this happen? It glues hard closed. I can't get it open, so then I have to use needle nose to get it off. Then I have to use a hammer to put it back on. Like, come on, this is ridiculous. So I'm going to glue that, put it down, then take the brad nailer to it. The brad nailer is just to kind of help hold it in place while it dries. Let's face it, that wood glue is way stronger than those brad nails. And I will clean up the glue. This is me trying to figure out how to get the brad nailer lined up. Then I'm like, well, crap, how do I hold on to it so I don't get all icky? Always have extra rags around because you're going to need them. Okay, so I decided I'm going to put knobs. And of course, I'm trying to use just random things I have in my house. So I have random knobs from different projects. Makes it kind of eclectic, right? So I have to make sure they all line up. So I'm using the, what are these things? These aren't speed squares because they're not a triangle, just a square. So I use that and then I try to figure it out. Of course, remember my pencil heads broke, so I ended up getting out the mighty Sharpie for this instead. I'm trying to figure out where to put the holes for the knobs. So then I realized tape measure is upside down. And I'm trying to measure it, and for some reason I take 18 and I divide it by 3. I'm like, oh, 6, 12, and 18. Then it's like, oh crap, no, because you're not putting the knobs at the end. So then you'll see I kind of have to like redo it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. And then I remembered I only actually need 2 holes because the third one's one of those command hooks. So now I'm just going to take my drill, and I just try to find a drill bit that seemed to be about the same size as the hole, and I just drilled 2 holes in. See, wasn't that like magic? And I put the knobs in. How to use the drill so I can get them in tight. Then I flip it over. And then I use the square again to try to make sure the other one was in the right spot. Highly entertaining, right? See, there we go, command strip. See that little sticker thing down at the bottom? What I did figure out, pull that just a little bit, and then you can cut it, and then it'll shrink back up in, so you won't see it. So you'll see in the beauty shots it's not there, even though the pull tab's there right then. And see, and those stencils just did not come out good. With all the other stuff on it, looks pretty. I got the mirror at Five Below for $5. Isn't that cute? And that little home sign I got at the Dollar Tree. And it fits all the different keys.